degree. And if you don't know, this is the degree about manifesting. Manifesting, producing, things taking heartfelt form, becoming real. However, when we initiate and take the action from our heart space, our prime directive, we then have the ability to love and trust the foundation that is before us. If not, the manifestation was not heartfelt, and we have to dive deeper into those cosmic swirls to heal the adversity. But Aquarius is all about vibration, frequency, energy. So you have, or you may have, a breakdown with this full moon where things appear to be falling apart when in all actuality they're literally falling together. And
Inshallah and Ashe, just checking out my bit rate. It's funny how I always look kind of fuzzy on the screen. But how was your Holy Communion with the universe? Did you align with your intentions? Did you do a ritual or 5? Did you open the door to receive the messages from the other world, the heavenly universe? Or are your ancestors nearby? Can you actually feel them? Did you have a conversation with them? Were you being called to live the life of your dreams? So being that the Lionsgate portal is open, carrying that feeling of those heartfelt dreams into your galactic future, you may have to start to kind of decline, if you will, or declutter or remove yourself from some social channels. Just cleansing the airwaves, sharing your wins of the day in the comment. Shine your light even brighter and be the star that you are, the spiritual walk of fame. We are all stars, and be that star, the star that you are. And just knowing, heartfelt, that you are connected to the heavenly universe, the realm of light, and bring that light through you and to you. And if you're part of the Musing Corridor, a venue for healing or rising of the origins, listen to last night's offering. Just aligning yourself, connecting and continuing the ritual into the future gateways. So it's time to be who you are, seeing the world as you wish it to be, tuning into a path that lights the way, being led heartfelt and feeling that love, just cascading through your divine essence. The waters may be rough, but just know that one little droplet can transform those waves. So what is the quality of love that you have in your daily life? Does your chalice need a new pour, a long pour, a large pour? Listen to your intuition. The clock of time is sinking to really lock it in. And if you are able to commit to a new way of being in the essence, listen for the signs, see the symbols, take a deep breath. You've got this, and go for those wins, those baby steps. Even when the rug gets pulled out from underneath our feet, look under the rug. There may be a treasure hidden very deep there. So how does one know they're being led down the right path, following the yellow brick road? Well, you receive no warnings, no portents, no omens and stuff like that. And you're streaming in the flow of your original divine essence. So with that, welcome to the Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, if you will, and also a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic Sha medium. My intention is to utilize the power of the indigenous technologies, the elemental realms, the elemental highway, our original divine blueprint, to navigate our soul's harmonic, the star that we are, through these realms of the elemental, imaginal, and through the gateway of the shamanic portal, the cosmos, the subtle energies, and really so much more, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals to really add to your personal container, the ingredients, the secret sauce, if you will, your personal medicine, your prime directive, just assisting you in discovering your own unique inner genius, your personal medicine, the star that I truly believe authentically we all are, reintroducing you to that magical essence, the being that resides within you, so that you too shine your starlight even brighter. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. So if you're being called to Monetize your personal medicine, A Witcher's Way to Manifest is going to start on the 16th of August. The gate closes tomorrow at midnight for that corridor. The card is open until then, limited to only 20 people to start the marination of the manifesting, whether it's health, abundance, prosperity, love, relationships, career, and so much more. So the way you see the world is how the world sees you. So it's time to commit to your heart, the frequency to carry into 2023. So are you flowing or are you in a stalemate? And feeling our heart call into those heart investments. The heart is this beaconing to elevate aspects within our environment, leveling up a relationship, a job, anything that really comes to your mind through the channel of our intuition, our visual sensors. that improves our living story. So it's time to open the old wounds, healing them, by the way. And the old wounds may be revisited, the story where you have already been, learning a new way of being, healing your heart from old experiences, and seeing the divine in you and listening to those messages in a way that is otherworldly, divinely driven. Just learning from our past in order to move into a new future. So, how our reality can shift into a new way of being. So, choose differently. There's no need to have that broken record, that same story, pull out that ingredient. And what's under the rug, we see in a different way to move forward. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Authentically Heartfelt, please do. Thank you for all of you that jumped on yesterday. Gratitude for that. Tanya D, and again, a shout out to all of you. That was amazing. Ashe, and thank you. My show is totally growing, ascending, and expanding. Go ahead and hit the bell button so you too are notified. When I go live, a comment or a share is going to get you a message for your day. And I have a lot of messages to get out there to get you on your way. Just echoing out the algorithm to other like-minded musers out in the corridor of the universe who may also muse about insights of the other world, the world of spirit, source, beings that are otherworldly, elementally, and so much more. And you can also find me on other social platforms. TikTok, Facebook, which you're probably watching me on as well, Instagram, my Musing with Tanya D podcast, which is out. And if your soul wishes to dive on deeper into the realms of the other world, the elementals, head on over to my Musing Corridor. This is my digital library in the sky where you can play with me. It's a venue where you have some amazing options and opportunities to assist you, to guide you, along with a private sacred circle, a community to utilize as well. I really am your shamanic otherworldly assistant. You truly are your own healer, but just seeing things from a different perspective sometimes is what's needed. So just a few announcements as we start cascading. Today is a talented Tuesday, which we all need a talent for a Tuesday. However, these are our options today. The full moon musing meditation is out on the highway. It's the last supermoon of the year. So be sure to tune in and comment your favorite part. Share it if your heart feels called. Sharing is really an aspect of caring. It appears my musing meditations are the favorite so far on my YouTube channel. And again, a Witcher's Way of Manifestation. Why a Witcher's? Well, I did a poll, and that title is the title that won. So manifestation is a variety of things depending on the stage of life you're in or the cycle you're in. And doing what we love unconditionally, heartfelt, time flies by, and the manifestation, that is the main stage ingredient. So loving the project is the main ingredient that's at play. So be sure to sign up, and I will see you on the other side for that. Again, the cart closes tomorrow at midnight, only for 20 lucky little beings. And some of you have been asking what cowrie shell divinations are. These are my one-on-one sessions to meet with the Otherworldly Congress. Could be our ancestors, the keepers of various realms, the wild, the Wedame, spirit, an animal totem, water beings, the mountain, and really so much more. I give you a prescription, a ritual to address these symptoms, these forces of adversity, what's in the way, blocking you from your inner genius, your purpose. And it's actually guided through our ancestors. Okay, and I didn't use this cool picture yesterday. However, what are you called to? The Lionsgate portal, the lion himself. Look at that juicy little otherworldly being, divine otherworldly lion there, or a treasure. Go ahead and comment what you're gravitating to, what resonates with you. We've got some fun messages today. And on the elemental highway, again, we have all of the elementals present. We have a yang horse of a day. So this is a horse with vitality. It's energy, it's fire, it's also wood getting fed. So the day is actually feeding the element below it. So it's a very yang day in constitution. This is our day-to-day world, and we've got this inner fire. It's a candle inside of us. It's still burning. I myself still have my white candle burning still from yesterday's ritual. I'm going to be adding it to my daily ritual each morning, just connecting and keeping that flame burning. But our day, a yang wood person, is a day that needs all of the elements to function properly. And I totally know this. I do have a yang wood day master. But a tree needs the sun to provide the warmth, water to provide the nutrients, strong earth, the mountain to provide stability, and strong metal to provide the regular trimming. So our day in the month of the monkey, it's wet, it's cold, and our tree is actually losing strength because metal and water are growing. We're in that cycle of the season. So it's as if a tree starts to hibernate, kind of like a bear, and soon the leaves, if we know the autumn, right, they change color. So the tree begins to get a winter wardrobe, shedding its leaves to birth new in the spring. But the monkey, that's a useful energy for our day. And the yin fire right next to it, that is forging our monkey into something useful. And the dry earth, that's needed to support our day. So our day needs its element as well, which we do have, the tiger on the year pillar. So our day is actually pretty balanced all in all. It has all of the elements needed to make it a very balanced day. So any aspect of the elements, so tune into your intuition and the element you need to come forward, to ground into, connect with an animal if you feel called to. I have tons of hummingbirds and just birds everywhere. So animals are kind of there. So if you feel the call, I'd literally probably keep the candle burning since metal is growing in the element of the fall. As far as the seasonal skincare, that would be the metal element as well. Metal skincare is for dryness, lack of minerals, wrinkles. It's when we become not quite wise, but we are adults. Wrinkles, being overly dry, oxygenation, Venus circulation, breath work, Venus circulation. And again, we have another local god today, which is our neighborhood. This comes into our local community. It comes in from the month pillar. This is flamboyant, strong creativity, communication abilities, but it's also this strong sex appeal and a sex drive. These people are usually very energetic, chatty, unpredictable because they're flamboyant. They often use language, foul language with a lot of swearing and innuendos. They are seen and often heard because of that. And our global god in the year pillar, the talent there, it comes in from the poet. And I love poets. They're attuned with their inner feelings, have a sensitive nature, very sensitive, and often they're able to address their emotions through songwriting and poetry, ballads, writing a ballad, and they often seem to get involved in charity or humanitarian work. So the flamboyance original talent is the pioneer. This is going where no person has ever gone before, kind of like Star Trek. They're different. They're intriguing. Where a poet's original talent is the philosopher, similar to the philosopher's stone. So it is a pretty intricate day, but I think it's super exciting. Elementally, like what you feel you could ground into, we just go with the flow. The elements will perk in. You could do the air. That's a great one. Star, maybe the sun. So different elemental beings as well, not just the traditional earth ones are great. Or you could even just go to a tree and nurture it at the base, do an offering at the base of a tree to the roots. So we're in the channels of love. We're in the season of love. And the love you give is the love that is returned as long as it is authentic. It is heartfelt. It's not a love that's sacrificing. So if you are sacrificing your self-love story, that's when we lose steam. And it's the kind that keeps streaming organically and investing in higher love within ourselves. That's what boosts the divine pour that is actually streaming in. So we get a higher quality of love that then elevates our investment within ourselves, self-love. So it begins to then pour over into our garden. So this is the pour literally of unconditional love, one that may not have, sometimes we've never experienced this before. But it's a divine pour because it's not based on any conditions or judgments. It's not complicated. There's no drama filtering in. It's like these easy, free-flowing streams. And on an elevated level, the large pour, the long pour, or both, this investment within yourself makes you a better person, not a bitter person. So it's elevating our love factor within ourselves. It's like the main stage ingredient. So the state of being lights up our star in ways that you begin to experience the world with new eyes, new ways of being, growing and expanding and having experience that elevate our essence. And because we have all of these elements present today, words, the poet, the philosopher, be a pioneer, be flamboyant, shine brighter, be the star that you are. But listen to your intuition. It may have the reins on it because of the horse being held at the gate, waiting for the horn to go off. But listen in because intuition is kind of sometimes funny. And a positive response is a feeling that literally lights you up. It makes you feel juicy inside and out. Maybe juicy is not the word, but you do feel amazing, and that flow is continued. Um, so that's kind of where we're at today. So that's super exciting. And our options. So go ahead and comment what's resonating with you. The Lionsgate portal, the lion in the divine world, or a treasure in the materials. So the messages today, I have them coming in from the Muse, if you know what I'm talking about. And first up, we have the page of materials. If you chose the treasure, by the way, the page of materials. So this is all about manifesting, discovering how to create abundance, practicing, planning, learning, new energy, new beginnings, even new skills, possibly being a student working on your future. It's the natural laws of creation. It totally goes with the frequency of today. So these encoded plans, that's kind of what we're prompted to do, is to go into those encoded plans, something maybe inside of us. And the page of materials is also Earth. It's the season of Virgo. So this is having integrity and loving what we are manifesting and loving it some more, just nurturing that garden. So you may have been working on some new skills, manifesting your future into being, and just allowing yourself to witness the progress mid-manifest. Sometimes we miss the flow. And the page of materials has thought about what she wants. You felt it, you've dreamed it up, and now you're ready to bring all of this energy into form to give it shape, spirit to matter. So being delighted to share the good news out into the world, the earth magic, it's here for every one of us to tap into. So these opportunities and these beginnings, they are sprouting in your life, and they have so much potential to become something beautiful in those rose gardens, maybe triumphant, maybe success. Mark your calendar and tap into the youthful, prosperous energy that's really opening up and available to you right now. Like play and learn, study, explore, practice, and just keep working your way up like leaf by leaf, and embody yourself, ground this magical energy, and diligently grow into your ideal state of love. And I would state out loud or announce to the world even, I manifest to life this norm, and I shape my world with earth, all the materials I need to form reality to birth. And Virgo is reality, and being that the page of materials is otherworldly, and the energy of today, we've got some divine energy streaming. This is like the large pour into our creations and into manifestations. So I'm going with the other world, tuning in with the card being otherworldly. Now, following the page of miracles, if you chose the lion, you get the queen of materials, the heart of the earth, which is rooting, security, wealth, materials, the physical earth elemental realm, as was the previous card. But this is mothering, it's nurturing energy, it's financial wealth, it's gain, it's unconditional love, it's prosperity, and really trusting in the universe to provide, having faith. Could be a lesson of lack and greed, maybe a scarcity mindset, but it's earth energy, abundance, and grounding, responsibilities, and the comforts. So we're on this highway of fruition. It's strong, loving, it's determined, courageous. So this queen stands beneath a poster of her upcoming prosperity. It's kind of like this spiritual walk of fame, an ascension premiere, if you will. And the other muses lovingly tease her about her larger than life self promos, if you will. But she knows that she must walk the talk in order to model the path to self-love and self-acceptance. So she wants to nurture this in each and every one of us. So this path to wealth and health and joyful abundance, congruency, along with unconditional love, all this means is that she will always teach us how to do it for ourselves. Instead of simply gifting us prosperity, she's going to shower us with the warm, nutritious meals, maybe the fresh new clothing to keep our spirits up, and offer us, opening the door, a limitless supply of opportunities for comfort and security in the physical. So she's sharing a message of being independent, but also being accountable, responsible within her safety net of life. So she's reminding us to lean into family. It doesn't actually always have to be a bloodline of family, and to nurture those around us, to welcome in the prosperity and the success. That the door is opening. It's ours for the taking right now. So it's like self-made, self-believed. So she's standing amongst herself, seeing what she's achieved. So An image of a projected self, of manifested dreams and wealth. This is a deep investment of her caring and multitudes of joyful sharing. So compassion is hers. It's a special kind of earthly wisdom set in the mind. And, you know, this is also the Queen Mother, ancestors, a grandmother, a mother in the ancestor realm, holding space, that unconditional pour of loving ourselves into prosperity and opening that door there. So I think that's super awesome. Okay, and who chose the portal? Let me get there. The portal. Look at this. Can't make this up. She's also part of the materials, the four of materials. So the four, this is the breakdown to the breakthrough. Uranus is in Taurus, manifesting some innovating, pioneering, earthly treasures, if you will. This is savings, checking in on our finances, creating a solid foundation, and literally resting on our laurels. It's a time to step into an abundance mindset, letting go of the lack and building for the future. It's protection, generosity. It's a shell full of shillings, if you know. I mean, the Dagara, they use cowrie shells as money. So she's looking at that camel below her, and it's saving its water. And she's smiling down as she looks down below because she understands that this beautiful beast, the camel, its desire to conserve for the future, like safety, you know, backing it up, a secret stash of I'm okay. And you can see a petal falling off of her rosebud, and then she's carefully been holding close the realization that money literally flows in, flows out, it comes and it goes, and it sets in, and she panics momentarily, knowing that she's saved more than she spends, and she really reminds herself, and we need this, right? We need to know that we are safe, we are protected, we are grounded, we are of the earth in a human form. But the Musa 4 of materials, she's sending us her purse of comforts from the heavenly realm, and you have the entire universe inside of you. That is what the star that you are is kind of made up. So you can build, you can make more money at any time. It's never too late. So she's reminding us that you too are always safe, that while material extras are always nice to have, to build and to watch, to create that foundation, they're not at all necessary for our inner joy and the coveting, the scarcity, hoarding safety in a box. But really, freedom comes when generosity really is unlocked. The ability to give and receive, right? I have a hard time receiving myself, but it's time to invest in ourselves. And abundance comes when we leave that scarcity mindset literally out the door, and just knowing that the universe has divinely orchestrated or choreographed our own innate magic, and listening to the guidance of the heavenly universe today, especially investments made from our chalice. Our heart knows, and our intuition is going to guide us to invest wisely. Mostly due to our vision center, the movie center, our third eye is online. So you may have some colorful sight open up, a dream that came in last night, a message there. You know, we could utilize our own channel, the third eye. We could utilize our yami for the heart center. And as far as the elemental realm, literally you could chant or bring in the element that your heart desires. Like, where do you feel like maybe you're skittish? And streaming in hues of green, indigo, violet. I mean, we've got even orange on there, the sacral. Maybe your feelings are feeling entangled. But I would affirm that my heart is open to the guidance of the higher realms, maybe the otherworldly realms, the other world. And I pour streams of gold into my chalice, elevating my love quotient. You could also use pink or orange, whatever color that resonates with you. That's kind of what I go with. So with that, we've got the full moon coming up, and blessings. And I will, as always, see you on the other side, or at least tomorrow with that. And Ashe, blessings to you. Magic.